everybody, and welcome to a welcome to a video I'm actually pretty excited to make. Now, a lot of you don't know this about me, but I absolutely adore Celeste. It is one of my favorite games of all time. So, I was pretty excited and I realized, why not just make a video ranking the levels in Celeste? So that's exactly what I'm planning to do. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. One more thing. Here are my tiers. The lowest tier is below average, because I can't say that any level is truly bad. The level design is just that good. The next one is good, because some levels are just good and not anything special. Great for levels that are a little above average. Wonderful. If you get in the wonderful tier, then you are a great. If you're an outstanding, you have some of the top tier level design. And my favorite, I only allow one level in that tier. And I'll decide that one at the end of the video, so stay tuned to find out what is my favorite level. Also, I have one for levels I haven't played. Maybe after I complete the game, I'll make a new video with the levels that I have played, with the levels I haven't played that I now have played. Anyways, now let's finally get right into it. Well, I just picked up 1-B, so let's not do that. 1-B is honestly pretty great. It's a great way to introduce you into B-sides while not starting off with the highest difficulty. So overall, I'd say it's pretty great. 1-A, on the other hand, I'd say it's outstanding. These rankings I could change them later on, so I'll put it in the outstanding tier. Since the prologue teaches you how to jump and climb, 1-A teaches you just how the game levels will flow and how chapters will go. And you meet Theo in this chapter, and he's a pretty fun character. Also, it teaches you the main thing. It teaches you dashing, which you'll be using. Dashing was introduced in the prologue, but dashing is used in a lot of different ways for 1-A. Okay, let's do 6-B. I'd say 6-B is good. A lot of the rules felt a little unfair to me, but I never say I raged a little bit, but that's on me. The level design seemed a little not as good as usual, but it's still a Celeste level, so it's obviously good. 8-A. 8-A was honestly pretty great. I do understand why they made Farewell, because 8-A feels like not exactly an ending chapter as much as it should be. After you go to the top of the mountain, it would only make sense that if there was a prologue level, you would go to the core of the mountain. And they execute everything they were trying to do really well. It's just what they were trying to do wasn't exactly the most interesting thing. Ice and lava is really cool, but it feels like something that would be in an earlier level, not end game content. I don't know, I'm rambling. Let's go. Because those aren't as interesting to talk about. 5-B, I loved it. It honestly was wonderful. The level design was honestly really good, and it didn't have as much of a great story as Mirror Temple, but that's to be given with B-side. Honestly, wonderful all the way through. The music was absolutely a jam. 3-B. Okay, 3-B. also wonderful. Music again was completely a fire. Honestly, I'll probably do a music tier list, so I don't want to talk about the music that much. But I'm just gonna say right now, 3-B May is tied with 5-B for the best song on the soundtrack for me. 2-B. 2-B was good. I liked it better than 6-B. Nothing that special, to be honest, other than that last game. Let's do 7-B. 7-B was great, honestly. It did feel like a proper way to end the B-sides. Even though it isn't the true end to the B-side, it feels like one. Speaking about the true end to the B-sides, 8-B. 8-B was good. I'd say it's good. Because 8-B is good, but it's not that good. I haven't entirely finished it, but the rooms I've played so far, while they are great, they don't stack up to the other levels we'll be giving it to. Okay, let's do 4-B. Okay, so actually I'm going to talk about Golden Ridge later, so let's start doing B-sides. 2-A is actually outstanding, better than 1-A. While 1-A taught you how to use the dash, 2-A really expands upon your knowledge of the dash, because the main thing to the level is dash blocks, which are entirely centered around the dash. So it really expands your knowledge on how to use and apply the information that you learned in 1-A. Okay, let's do 3-A. 3-A was wonderful. I'd say it deserves to go there. But, okay. Because it is a really great level. And the chase sequence with Oshiro, the music is great. Really, really good. And I'd say it's better than 3-B. Because even though it has worse music, the story with Oshiro is absolutely wonderful, and I love how well written his character is. I mean, the writing in this game itself is just really good. And everyone's angry about those dumb dust bunnies, but honestly, they aren't as much of a problem. They were just moving spikes. So, let's do this one. I'd say it's great. Top great tier. The writing is the highest. I mean, this is one of the high points of the game's writing in the story. Like, just after you get out of Mirror Temple, you are said that you're going to go to the summit and have this talk with Theo, right? But then there's that great anxiety sequence. It isn't great, actually. It's like really uncomfortable, but it's greatly written. It teaches you that you can't just get rid of your anxiety. So I'd say that alone, and the end sequence where Madeline confronts Battleline, probably the wonderful tier. 7-A. I'd say honestly outstanding. 7-A is truly a high point in the game. So, it just truly feels like the ending. Like, with the B-sides, it feels like the game should be over, which is why when, core happens, I don't know, I'm just rambling on. 7-A is a great level. It's a good idea. It's actually a wonderful idea for you to start all the way from the bottom, go back to the top, do all these mechanics that you've already gone through. Honestly, I'd say it's outstanding. Probably better than 2-B. Actually, no, this is out of order. I'd put it in level order. without standing tiers out of order. All the other tiers are ranked from my favorite to least favorite. Okay, so let's do Mirror Temple. Mirror Temple, honestly, I think it's outstanding. Wait, level order, it's 470. Okay, let's do Golden Ridge. So, Golden Ridge, I hate to say this, but Golden Ridge isn't that good. It's below average. It's definitely a low point in the game. Now, everybody says that 3-A is worse than 4-A. That's actually, here's my reason why. I hate wind more than I hate the moving dust bunnies. Because with the dust bunnies, if you die, sure, it's annoying, but it's your fault. You miscalculated that jump or stood there for way too long. With the wind, it limits your movement, and I think that's the most annoying mechanic that it could be in a game. Because if you die because your movement was limited, then it isn't exactly your fault. It's the game's fault for limiting the your movement. It's, how should I put this? You can't perform as well, but not because of you, but because of dumb movement limitations. But 4-A is easily better than 4-B. Why is that? Because 4-B doesn't have the plus that I think honestly would put 4-A in the good tier if it wasn't for the wind. And that's the gondola scene. It's probably the best written scene in the game. I've already bragged. I've already talked about all the other scenes and how well they're written, but that one is truly a masterclass in writing. So actually, I think I'm gonna put 4-A in good tier, but bottom of it because of the wind. So that leaves this top tier is the only tier I haven't used yet. So, I'm gonna pause the recording, think about what is my favorite level in this wonderful game. Okay, so I've thought it over, and I know what it is, but let's just talk about what are the best and worst level categories. So, worst level is 4-B. It's just the wind, but with no story. Okay, it has all the problems of 4-A. It doesn't have any of the pluses of the story. So, yeah, worst level, worst A-side is Golden Ridge, because it has all the wind problems, but it has a great story. Best B-side is Mirror Temple B-side. The music is absolute fire, and I think it's probably better than 3-B side, anyway. But that's heavily debatable. So after that, I'd say the best level in Celeste is Mirror Temple. Now, even though I thought it out a little bit, I knew that I was probably gonna pick Mirror Temple, and here's why. Even though 4-A has the best writing, Mirror Temple is very close. It has absolutely perfect theming. The level design is the best in the entire game. The music is great. And you feel genuinely uncomfortable when fighting up against those Madeline's demons. So overall, I'd say that Mirror Temple is the best level in Celeste. But it's not over. I will do a remake of this video once I finish all these levels, and we'll see if my opinions change and where all these levels will go on this tier list. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you later. I'm just kidding. And I hope you have a wonderful day, you wonderful people.